Sam Howell, a 6'1", 220-pound junior out of North Carolina. And Sam Howell was a guy before this year was really, a lot of folks last year were pounding the table for this guy, really excited to see him, and then saw another year of film, and some of that kind of dispersed there. And it's one of those that when you watch the film and when you watch some of the measurables there, it's an interesting read to say the least on this one. So from a quarterback perspective, he has a tendency to try and he has a little bit of wiggle for a quarterback there. Can make some guys miss, can make some things do, has a little bit of work, can do a little bit of work with his legs. However, that being the case, he also has a tendency to hang on to the ball a little bit, and that can lead to excessive sacks on this one. Every time I watch Sam Howell play, especially this last year, it was one of those that one of the major notes that I kept taking away was accuracy is an issue. And while he has an arm that can hit kind of multiple slots when it comes to getting the ball out and throwing the ball down the field, and can put the ball, has different release points to vary that up, which is a nice arm talent, and you definitely like to see that in quarterbacks, and can put a little bit of zip on the ball. Still, again, I see accuracy being a little bit of an issue. Needs work on touch and timing, certainly, when it comes down to this one, because of the fact that you don't necessarily see him throwing guys open when it's there, right? Like he can hit somebody in stride, things like that, but you don't necessarily see him putting the ball into a tight window and throwing his receiver open there. He is a very very tough competitor here. I see him some red zone value when it comes to fantasy football as a runner. Again, like I said, he has a little bit of wiggle, can definitely make some things happen when he gets down in the red zone. Could potentially put up some touchdowns with his legs there as well. Slow release though. This is a guy that, in order to play at the NFL level, is going to have to find a way to speed up that timing, speed up that release, and speed up that internal clock as he starts making his progressions down the field on this one. You'll see him pat the ball and go through a big windup in a lot of cases there, which so it's one of those that he is going to have to speed up on that release. I see him as a third rounder, and this is one of those that, again, we've seen quarterbacks that are project quarterbacks. I see him as a project and developmental type of quarterback. We've seen guys like this get up into the late first, into the second, but realistically, I think he probably has his best value for a team is going to be as a third round actual NFL quarterback there.